In the middle of the Nevada desert, surrounded by mountains and endless silence, lies one of the most infamous and secretive places on Earth, Area 51. For decades, the mere mention of this base has evoked chills, inspiring countless stories of alien spacecraft, government cover-ups, and experiments hidden away from the public eye. Movies, TV shows, and popular culture have transformed this barren piece of desert into the ultimate stage for extraterrestrial mysteries. Whenever someone hears the words, Area 51, their imagination instantly leaps to flying saucers, little gray beings, or hangars filled with unimaginable technologies. But how much of this is true? How much was born from the imaginations of filmmakers, and how much might be carefully buried inside classified files, locked away behind unmarked fences and motion sensors? The truth about Area 51 might not be the one Hollywood told us. And that's where our journey begins. To uncover reality, we need to step back in time to the tense years of the Cold War. The 1950s were defined by paranoia, the nuclear race, and the desperate attempt of the United States to outmaneuver the Soviet Union. In that climate of secrecy, the US government needed a location where experimental aircraft could be built and tested away from prying eyes. The desolate Nevada desert, far from major cities, provided the perfect site. Isolated, controlled, and vast, Groom Lake, today known as Area 51, became the epicenter of America's most classified aviation projects. The first goal of this base had nothing to do with aliens. It was about domination, intelligence, and survival. The CIA initiated testing of the U-2 spy plane here, an aircraft capable of flying at altitudes never reached before. Later, projects like the A-12 Oxcart and the State Route 71 Blackbird defined its legendary status. Every radar blip mistaken for a UFO might have been one of these secret machines. Ironically, the true origins of Area 51, entirely human and military, would ignite the very myths it would later struggle to dismiss. As the decades passed, something unexpected happened. Secrecy around Area 51 stopped being just a military measure and became fertile ground for legends. The entertainment industry wasted no time in transforming the base into the beating heart of alien folklore. Beginning in the late 20th century, Hollywood films and television shows leaned heavily on the mystique of Area 51. In these stories, the desert hangars became home to captured flying saucers, extraterrestrial bodies, and technologies far beyond human comprehension. For the public, fiction and reality slowly became indistinguishable. On-screen depictions of underground laboratories, clandestine dissections, and alien interrogations turned into evidence in the cultural imagination. Soon, people stopped asking whether Area 51 was testing spy planes and began wondering if it was hiding interstellar secrets. The irony is undeniable. Military secrecy originally designed to protect America fueled Hollywood's creativity, which in turn blurred the lines and made Area 51's myths even stronger. But there's a haunting question to consider: did pop culture reflect rumors, or did it serve as a convenient distraction from truths no one was ever meant to uncover? When whispers of extraterrestrials overwhelmed public discourse, government agencies took a more pragmatic approach. In recent years, the CIA and other branches have declassified portions of official documents, peeling away some layers of the mystery. And those revelations painted a picture very different from extraterrestrial speculation. It became clear that Area 51 was, above all, a testing ground for revolutionary aircraft. Here, the U-2 reconnaissance plane achieved altitudes once thought impossible. The A-12 Oxcart pushed boundaries even further, flying at blistering speeds that the public could scarcely imagine. Soon followed the legendary State Route 71 Blackbird, a marvel of engineering that remained unmatched for decades. Later, stealth technology emerged from the shadows with the F-117 Nighthawk, a ghostly jet undetectable by most radar. Each of these projects explained countless UFO sightings near Nevada skies. Locals saw lights darting across the heavens, flashes that seemed otherworldly, when, in truth, they were human inventions designed for war. But there's one problem: while these explanations accounted for many encounters, not all could be tied neatly to classified aircraft. That gap between the known and the unknown became the thin veil where mystery thrives, and where belief in something greater takes root. Despite the official narrative, a shadow of doubt remained. Countless individuals, including former employees, contractors, and military personnel, have shared stories suggesting that Area 51 harbors secrets far stranger than aircraft prototypes. Among the most famous names is Bob Lazar, who in 1989 came forward claiming he had worked on reverse engineering alien technology within a facility connected to Area 51. Lazar described 9 extraterrestrial crafts hidden in hangars, some partially dismantled, with propulsion systems far beyond anything known to modern physics. His words sparked an international storm of curiosity and suspicion. Skeptics dismissed Lazar as a fraud, yet others noted that some of his technical descriptions, such as elements not publicly recognized at the time, later gained scientific legitimacy. Beyond Lazar, other testimonies surfaced. Retired military personnel whispered about materials not made on Earth, strange metals resistant to heat and impact, and experimental crafts moving in ways defying aerodynamics. Even aerial sightings by commercial pilots and radar records added weight to these accounts. Though skeptics insist these sightings could result from optical illusions or classified tests, believers maintain that these repeated anomalies point to something extraordinary. The persistence of these testimonies, spread across decades, casts a long and unsettling shadow. Could so many voices, independent from each other, truly be imagining the same impossible machines? For those determined to separate fact from fantasy, declassified government records have offered intriguing clues. Through the Freedom of Information Act, journalists and researchers uncovered documents confirming intense secrecy around Area 51, yet many of those records were heavily redacted, with critical details blacked out. Mistaken UFO sightings were often explained away as U-2 were State Route 71 test flights, and some reports indeed confirmed that locals had seen experimental jets cloaked as mysteries in the night sky. Still, the censored lines spoke louder than the words left visible. Something was being withheld. Investigative reporters who tried to dig deeper often encountered roadblocks, restricted access, official denials, and subtle intimidation. Independent UFO researchers pointed out contradictions between official timelines and eyewitness accounts. Files would confirm one thing, yet direct testimonies described something else entirely. This dissonance became its own source of fascination. After all, transparency that reveals only half the picture is, in its own way, as suggestive as complete silence. It leaves the door cracked open just enough for imaginations to wander, and for suspicions to grow. The tight lid of silence surrounding Area 51 might be its greatest secret weapon. No one outside the government truly knows what happens behind its gates. The base is tightly guarded, surrounded by signs warning of deadly force, patrolled by armed security who enforce strict no trespassing rules. This extreme secrecy creates a vacuum where rumors breed freely, where every unexplained light, every strange sound, becomes potential proof of something extraordinary. When governments hide facts, they unintentionally sow distrust. The more information is withheld, the more room there is for speculation, fear, and wild theories. Area 51's aura of mystery thrives precisely because it is forbidden, locked away from public scrutiny. This secretive environment has transformed a once straightforward military testing site into a legend, one that continues to captivate and haunt the imaginations of millions. What is fact and what is fiction when it comes to Area 51? The real story begins with secret military projects born out of Cold War urgency. But the legends, flying saucers, alien technology, government cover-ups, persist through a mixture of unanswered questions, testimony, and pure imagination. It's clear, Area 51 is more than a simple test range. The base embodies the human desire to uncover forbidden knowledge and the fear that some truths are too dangerous to face. Whether the most talked-about stories are genuine or myths cleverly spun by time and silence, one thing remains certain: the mystery of Area 51 will never fully be solved. Maybe, just maybe, some secrets were never meant to be uncovered. If this hidden world of secrets and silence has you questioning everything you thought you knew, then don't let the mystery end here. Dive deeper, question the official stories, and join the conversation that refuses to be silenced. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because the truth may be closer than you think, and together, we're uncovering what they don't want you to see. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and above all, keep watching the skies.